Good morning. This is Phil Simborg. It's morning right now in Cyprus, and it's a beautiful, lovely day, and I'm looking forward to a great tournament weekend. And I've been doing some studying on some of the mistakes that I've either made myself or seen some really top players make recently. I keep a collection of those, and it's kind of fun. I was recently playing in Paris at the local club there. We had, I think there were 30 something players and a lot of really enthusiastic, great players there. And in one of my matches, I played a very, very fine player who made what I consider to be a very classic and common mistake on this play. So you can pause the video and think about what you would do with this 3-1, and then we can talk about it very briefly. It's a real simple thing to remember to get this one right. So what would you do? You're red, you have a 3-1 to play. Obviously, there are three plays. You can clear the 8 point, you can clear the 7 point, or you can go to the ace point. What would you do? Okay, first of all, you should immediately rule out going to the ace point, because to go to the ace point, you're throwing checkers where you don't want them. The fewer checkers you have up high, the faster you'll open up and take the risk of leaving a shot. And you want to take a bunch of checkers off before that happens, so that if you get hit, you will still win. And also, if you don't get hit or you don't leave a shot, you'll win more gammons that way. You just don't want to throw checkers out of play behind the 2 point. Also, a lot of people think they want to hold their board here so that your opponent crashes. He's not going to crash enough. You've been given a blessing here to be able to bring in checkers safely and put them where you want them, put them on high points. The answer is to clear the 7 point, however, and lots of people, and the player that I watched, clear the 8 point here. And you can see it's a pretty big difference between the two. It's a blunder to clear the 8 point. So let's look at what's wrong. First of all, what's good about clearing the 7 point. Can you see what leaves a shot next time? 6-1. What else leaves a shot? That's it. Well, no. Does double 5 leave a shot? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6-1. Let's just take a look. There's another way to do this to make sure you're not missing anything. It's a good tool for XG. Is go ahead and make the move and pretend that blue moved, and then go to Analyze Dice Distribution, and we will see that 6-1 is your only really bad roll. There are some other rolls that aren't quite as good as others, but even your other worst rolls, you're well up there as a winner. They're just a little awkward to play a 5-1, 6-5 in those rolls because there are more shots, leaving shots later. So the answer is to bring them in, and the faster you get them in, the faster you can start taking them off. You take 2 checkers in. Now, why wouldn't you clear the 8 point? Let's take a look at what that looks like. Can you tell me what leaves shots now? Yeah, 5s are pretty bad. 6-5, 5-4, 5-3, and 5-2 give you an opening here. Double 6 leaves a shot. Double 5 gets pretty darn awkward. And not only that, not only do you have numbers that leave shots, and again, we made the move and we can look, see if I missed something. Analyze Dice Distribution, 5-4 and 6-5. 6-3 and 6-6 are not too good either. Yeah, 6-3 leaves a shot. I missed that right because I went a little fast on that. So again, you have a bunch of rolls that leave shots, but not only that, let's say you roll something that doesn't leave a shot. Next time you run a risk of, again, leaving a shot here, unless you roll some lucky doubles right now, like double 1 or double 3, and clear it nicely. So it's like double jeopardy. So the answer is very, very simple. If you roll a 1 from here and you can clear the 7 point safely, of course, with a 5-1, you've got a problem, but with any other 1 but a 5-1, you would clear the 7 point. If you don't roll a 1, of course you clear the 8 point first. You'd rather not have the gap. So with the 2 or something without a 1, if you can clear the 8 point, clear the 8 point. So it just it's not just a matter of memorizing this. I don't say this is a rule of thumb that you should memorize. You should also look at the logic of it and the reasons for it. Then you'll remember it forever. And that's what we teach at the Backgammon Learning Center. We have 25 highly experienced and certified teachers. I'm giving you a little ad now, www.backgammonlearningcenter.com. And what we teach is that we will never tell the student, do this and memorize it because it's right. Even in opening 3-1, I don't just say memorize that. We will show you why that 3-1 is the best roll, why you should make the 5-point. And the most interesting thing about the 3-1 and why it's right to make the 5-point is that it is so much better than any other play that you can make. And that's true of any play. There's no such thing as a good play or bad play. Any play is only better or worse than the alternatives that you have at the moment. So you must always consider sometimes the best play you have is a terrible play, but it's not as terrible as the other plays. So you must always look at the alternative plays and come up with the logical reasons why it's better. That way you'll learn to make the right play every time that play comes up, and also many other plays that are similar to it. I hope this was interesting and educational for you, and good rolling and good backgammon to all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.